Taking a math test is very different from taking other exams because there are a lot of different mathematical notations that you have to use in your answer. And then sometimes you might want to show your work so that you can get partial credit. So let me show you how to type your answers when you're taking your test online. So again, remember that you're going to access all exams through the Lockdown browser. So through the Lockdown browser, from there you go to Blackboard Ultra. And then I'm going to just click on the practice exam here. You'll see that when you click on the practice exam, I will give you the answers to these questions. So getting the answer right is not important. Practicing how to type your answer is what we're focusing on here. So let's go ahead and start the first attempt. Okay, we'll take a look at question one. Notice that question one has 4 parts to it. So I tell all my students that before you even start looking at the question, just see how many parts there are, and then click on the answer box and then type in all the parts like this: A, B, C, and D, to remind yourself that there are 3 parts to this question that you need to answer. So here, I want you to just practice writing the correct notation for each of these values. So how do we type a sample mean? This is your go-to button to show your work and type mathematical notation. So there's going to be a little plus sign with a circle around it. Click on that, and then you're going to choose this math function. It's going to bring up a math box like this with all these different math symbols. There are tabs. So you can play around with this while you're taking the practice exam just to kind of see what all is here. Okay, so a sample mean, this is X bar. So here I'm going to choose the tab right there that's got all these different symbols. And then I'm going to choose a symbol that's got the little bar above it. And then now I'm going to type X bar. Okay, you don't have to use this notation X bar when you're taking the test. You can literally just type in the word X bar is and then write your answer. Okay, but that's one way to do that. So when you press enter, you'll see that your answer will pop up. Let's say that you make a mistake and you want to go back and edit, then just click on that. You'll see it'll be highlighted in pink. And then again, you can just click on the math notation. It'll bring up what you had typed. And then here you can make any edits. So that way you don't have to delete or redo all of your work. You can just edit it. Okay, so oops, did I press save? Yes, I did. Okay, now part B, again, I want to, let's see here. Where's the little math box? There it is. Okay. I want to type in the population mean value. So you can press this. The population mean value is mu. So I need to go to these Greek letters here. Click that tab and then look for the mu button. And again, you don't have to use the Greek letter mu. You can literally type out the word mu. Okay. Is, etc. Okay. So this is one way that you can type your answer, is to kind of go line by line like that. But I've also seen students do this, and this is perfectly fine, is when you go to answer this question, so instead of doing A, B, C, and D like that, for a question like this, you can just, and I'm waiting for that box to click on again. Okay, there it is. All right, you can click on that plus sign again, go to math, and then from here, you can do part A, part B, part C, part D, and you can you can write all of your answers inside this math tablet. So here, I can answer my questions one at a time inside this applet. Okay, and that way you don't have to keep clicking in and out. And that is a perfectly fine way to give your answer as well. So what does question C ask? Standard deviation, that means sigma, so I need to find sigma. And then sample proportion, I need a p hat. So where's the little cat? I don't see it. So where's the little hat symbol? Oh, there it is. Okay, p hat. Okay. So that's how you would type in some of the notations that we use in statistics. If we take a look at question 4A, maybe you want to show a little bit of work here before you give the final answer, just in case if you make a minor mistake, I'll give you some partial credit. So again, if you click on the answer box, go ahead and write down A and B. And then for part A, I'm going to click on that plus sign, bring up the math box, and then here I want to show my work to show how I'm calculating my z-score. So you can choose that fraction bar, so you can type in the numerator and then divide that by the denominator, and then go ahead and round your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, and then again, press insert and your answer will show up in the answer box. And then again, if you make a mistake, just click on it. This is being a little finicky. Click on it, click on that math button again, and then you can go in and edit or make any changes. Okay. All right. When you get to a question like question 3 for practice, here you won't be answering questions like this until you get to exam 2. But let's say you want to write some subscripts here. So let me just do part A. But again, you would text on the answer box here, and then don't forget to type in A, B, and C to remind yourself that there are 3 parts to this question. So let's say in part A, I want to type in this answer that's got some subscripts and some less than signs. So again, I'm going to press that circle button to add the math function. And then here I want to show that my null hypothesis, which you can see there's like a subscript here that you can use, is that P is equal to 0.25. And then I want to show that the alternative hypothesis, so I'm doing a subscript again, is that P is less than, and you can literally type in the less than sign from your keyboard, but you also have all those symbols up here as well. So if you got greater than, less than, all that is there as well. So again, take some time and just play around, click on all of these options. And then anytime you see like a tiny little arrow there, you can click on it. It gives you more symbols. So here there's the not equal sign. That's going to be very useful in later chapters. So again, just play around with the math tablet here and kind of just play around with typing some math symbols and showing your work. Okay, so you can take this practice exam as many times as you want. It does not count for a grade. It's just a chance for you to check, make sure your lockdown browser app is working, check to make sure that you know how to type your answers when you're taking your tests online.